Alright guys, we start now. I just tweaked the settings a little bit by one YouTube video because I think I will need more performance, not so good visuals, because my video card will just die probably while I'm streaming, since the streaming is taking a little bit of the video card resources. Now, I don't know if you will hear the voices inside the game, but let me see. Do we have speaker output? We have. Speaker output is here, so probably we will hear something. Let's see, new. Start a new game, of course. It will be completely new. Amazing. Let's see what's happening. The loading times, not bad, but we'll see. Bethesda Game Studios presents. I might have to read the things. By the way, I've heard that in Starfield you have to read the tooltips, especially in the beginning. Ooh, I'm lagging. That's not good. It will be like the Diablo, you know, lagging all the time. Hopefully it will not be as bad, but we'll see. Hello guys. Some mining outpost. Yeah. I'm lagging. Hopefully my voice is not lagging, but I see my image is lagging. Hello? Nice.
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine.
Okay.
Follow my one simple rule.
The game is too loud.
Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Wait.
Exactly.
The game is too loud. I will lower it down. Listen to me. Mining is just like in a job. Go stereo, save, go home, pocket it, create. Okay, we are miners. I know that because I read some reviews and stuff. Okay. Okay, humor. A little bit of humor. It's nice. But the character models are pretty well done, I would say. But nothing unseen. We've seen such models in other games, so it's not something that's absolutely unseen. Am I lagging too much? Very little lag in the voice. Yeah, my face is lagging, yes. Okay, the sound is too little. Let me see. Yeah, I will increase it a little bit. Now it should be the perfect spot.
Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
When will be ArtStation reviews? We'll see these days. These days I will do some little sculpt and then ArtStation review, but for now, let's see what happens with the game.
Group hug now or at the end of the shift?
This is completely the beginning of the game.
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
But I'm lagging a lot in my face is lagging a lot. I don't know, but probably the voice is not so much. This is absolutely first in this game.
Okay, let's see what we've got.
We are walking with AD.
Grab some samples.
Follow Supervisor Lynn.
But not you.
This is
Check on
her.
Isabel.
We
Make
have
sure
to
she
follow
eases
her.
up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
I turned some things to low.
Remember, Dusty,
Hopefully
keep your breathing
it will be
steady.
use. We'll see.
And never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with a breathable atmosphere.
You see, on my monitor, the game is running perfectly, but I see on the stream is lagging.
Pure red. A job like this in the United Colonies? Huh. Reeks of red. Look at this one over here. Calvert! No! No. It's a laser, not a sledgehammer. Ease up! Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
I heard that the game starts a little bit slow, and people have to kind of go around 12 hours into the game, and then it unfolds. It kind of blooms.
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's
And maybe we can lower the settings. Let's see. What can we lower in the display? We have indirect lighting ultra, we can go to high, reflections, medium, okay, low. Custom setting, I'm on custom settings. This is okay, contact shadows low, high, grass quality medium. We don't have grass here, but whatever. A motion blur off, it's off. This is not where, shadow quality probably we can go lower. Indirect lighting, let's go even lower, medium. And this I don't want to go lower than 70, so let's go to 70. And let's go back, return to game, let's see.
Stay the course?
No, it will always lag.
Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm using OBS, of course, but I don't know how to, I mean, what I have to change on OBS. Now I'm not lagging, by the way. My face is not lagging, which is great. It's lagging a little bit, not too much. Yeah, of course, because I'm streaming, of course.
Grab a cutter and mine what you can.
Okay, I have to grab a cutter now, and mine what I can. Let's see what's happening here. So, this is nothing to brag about, I would say. The overall look of these mines, but they're not. They're okay. They're okay. Where is the cutter? It's here. Okay, I grabbed it. Get the cutter. Collect mineral deposits. Let's go collect some mineral deposits. This is what? Mineral deposit? Am I collecting it? Okay, we're collecting fast.
They're ready, boss. Get back up here.
Okay, return to supervisor and let's go. This is just normal stuff. Nothing too much.
What's wrong with you?
What's happening with this guy?
Hey, watch it.
He's not very happy. Why?
Hey, watch it.
Nothing is happening, my friend. It's
Come on.
okay.
It's time. You're with me.
Okay. Follow supervisor again. Okay. It's a little bit boring, you know. You know, everybody says hello, so it's cool. You say hello, it's fine. Don't expect me to answer every hello. It's not appropriate, you know. I would say hello all the time, which is not very, you know. Yeah, I can go to the lower settings probably, but now it's not lagging, I think. Tell me if it's lagging.
Let's
Tell
go.
me. Ooh,
Ella, get the readings.
we have a nice cave in here.
About that. Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
Spiking gravity reading. Okay, we'll see.
What we're after?
I
You'll
like
read
this
as an
cave.
anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
It's looking kind of
Okay,
cool.
now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another
I don't know,
job.
what are those streamers that are streaming games? What are they using? They probably are using better video cards, I guess, for those streams. Yeah, you need a pretty nice video card to be able to stream and play at the same time, and the game to look nice on the stream itself. The sculptor class. There are no classes here yet, at least. We'll see.
Keep moving. Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Let's see. I can jump there. I don't see what's happening there, by the way. Let's not jump there. Let's not jump into conclusions. What is happening here?
Still getting weird
I cannot see anything, by the
guess
way.
that's a good thing. Just keep going.
Do I have some kind of a flashlight? No? No, I'm using 2080 Super. And I don't know where I'm going now. Oh, we're going. Yes. Nice. I managed to do it without seeing too much. Okay, let's mine this. Nobody knows what is this. I have to just break it. Take the strange object. Okay. Come on, come on. Don't be shy. That was unexpected.
Dusty, snap out of it.
Okay.
Hey, come on. Come on. Okay, take it easy.
I like
You
it.
were out
Something
cold.
unusual.
No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
What? Oh, now I have to choose something. I would like some guy with a bald head, but probably we can change it after. Those are some kind of random stuff or preset. Who knows? Let's see. No. By the way, this guy can look like me if we change some things. Maybe a little bit more fit. Nice. Not so heavy. Not so thin. Yeah, something like this. The face. Skin tone is okay. Although I'm a little bit darker now because I went to Greece. Head shapes. Square thin white. Oh, not white. Like this. Hair color. We don't want hair, by the way. Facial hair. Oops. Maybe a little bit of facial hair. No, what? Oh. My light is making problems. How can we remove the hair? Probably from here. Oops. Nice, nice. Facial hair. A little bit. Facial hair color. Okay. It starts to look like me. It's no, this is not correct. The shape of the skull is not good. I would say not very nice. Here, for the male especially, the skull should be a little bit lower. As you can see mine, it's too big. It's a little bit alien-like. Maybe it's because of the hair shape. Let's see. Round. No. Ooh, what? Aha. Yes, good, good, good. That's me. Okay, now it's fine. Eyes, no eye color. My eyes are not exactly this color, but let's... Eyebrows. That will be detrimental. Do we have refine? E. How to refine them? Narrow, wide. Doesn't matter. Back, forward. Okay. Drawn up. Down, up. Eyebrows. The eyebrows should be far bigger. And something like this. Nose. Bigger nose. Not so much. Ooh. Okay, whatever. Background. Beast hunter. Bouncer. Ooh, we have some skills here. Security, fitness. Fitness. Fitness is good because of the oxygen lung capacity. Ballistics. Nice. Gastronomy. I don't care about gastronomy. I care about fitness. Maybe ballistics. Chef. No. Pistol certification. Ronin. Dueling. Ooh. Stealth. Nice. I would go with Ronin, by the way. And traits. This is like Fallout. You choose some traits. Alien DNA. You start with increased health and oxygen, but healing and food items aren't as effective. That sounds good. Dream home. No. Feeling of others. Performing actions component like with temporary increase in combat. No. Exerting yourself uses less oxygen when adventuring with human companions, but more when adventuring alone. I would say introvert will be better. Uses less oxygen when adventuring alone. That's nice. I think introvert will be cool. We like introvert. Just full of items but lose access to the... no. Serpent Embrace. Graph jumping provides a temporary boost to health and oxygen, but health and oxygen are lowered if you don't continue jumping regularly. Like an addiction. So I have to graph jump all the time. Maybe it's nice. Your body has become acclimated to space. Health and oxygen are increased when in space, but decreased when on a surface. No, I don't like this. Taskmaster. Wanted. Price on your head. I don't care about this. I don't know what to choose. Special dialogue options and better rewards from some missions on Neon. Crime bounty, but auto function is greatly increased. I don't know. Spaced. Your body has become as a climb to space. Yes. Taskmaster. All crew cost twice as much to hire. You never climb to space. Health and oxygen increase when on surface, but decrease when you're space. Can't become... I don't know. Let's go. I don't know. We can always start again at some point. Finish. Name. Nico is just normal, you know. Let's go enter. Oops. Finish. Okay, why? I have to press enter. Confirm. Okay.
For hire turned dusty. I still got 5 credit. Well, you got the sample. Clients on... You remember anything that happened?
There was this light and music. That was incredible, like a dream. Yes.
Easy there, high flyer. Probably just the endorphins. You'll walk it off. More...
All this trouble for that stupid thing?
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more. Speak of the devil.
The FPS is, yeah, it's going down. Okay, let's just go to lower settings for now and see if this can... The lowest. You know? Amazing. Let's see. Wow, this is bad. This is very bad. And still, it's lagging even more. I don't like it at all. Settings. Lower is not good at all. So it was not a good idea. Medium. High. High settings could be fine, but we have to disable all contact shadows on low. And volumetric lighting at low, shadow quality at, let's say, medium.
Wait, the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
It's not very good, but
Not a joke.
and
You're just too young to know better.
yeah, I thought that I cannot play
Hey,
against
I'm just
my video
saying,
because
they
I
got
have
a
to.
reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Yeah. This will soon have to, in my opinion. Let's go again to settings, display, and let me try to do the settings again because they were good. They were relatively good settings, by the way. So first we go to shadow quality. Medium is fine. Indirect lighting is fine. Reflections as high is okay. Particle quality medium is okay. Volumetric lighting is medium or low. Crowd density high, okay. Motion blur off. We have to turn it off. This I think is the settings that has to be off in order for this to work. Let's see. It's like it's even lagging in the game itself, not only on the stream. The game is lagging. It was lagging before. So let's continue to tweak the settings. Of course, this video I probably will delete. So it's a unique opportunity for all of you to see it. But have I zoomed or something? Zoom in. No, it's very bad. I don't know. Something is absolutely terribly wrong. We have to fix it. Display. So, good GTO quality high, it's okay. Grass quality, I don't care. Contact shadows low. It can be medium. VRS, which is, I don't know, Visung. Let's turn it off to see what's happening. And now it will crash probably. No, it's fine. But still, it's very, very laggy. Laggy. Go again. No. Go away. Settings, display. Sharpening. I don't know about that. Probably not too much. Film grain intensity, okay. Enable depth of field. Okay, let's go. But it's, I don't know if it's working.
Whoa.
It should be.
You don't
But
look
it's
good.
like it looks awful. Looks just badass. Display. We have to tweak this, I think, to 72 is fine. Dynamic resolution on. This one is fine. Medium. I think we've done everything in hours, but still laggy. I guess it will be difficult to play. It will be very difficult to play. Run OBS as administrator. Really? No resources left for OBS when playing Starfield. You must run OBS as administrator to fix issue. Yes, but my Starfield even is lagging so even. If I fix it, it will still lag probably. And if I close OBS now, we'll lose everything. I have to go there. Let's just look at the costume. Yeah, probably because of the settings, the textures are not very sharp. And not also, let me turn this
How they
guy to
sucker
the
you
light.
to join? Fall for the fancy pamphlets?
Ooh, those things on the back are... Yeah, they're moving. So we have moving part on the backpack. Looks pretty nice. But lag is amazing. Yeah, very lag stream. Yeah. So guys, this was test. This was a test to see if it will work. Obviously it will not. So next stream, probably I will try to stream tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, so Friday evening. Hopefully I will be able to, and it will be a regular stream with sculpt. Maybe after reviews because you want, and we'll see. For now, I have to close this and maybe delete this video because it's useless. Obviously, it's not very nice. So, yeah. The test has failed. Yeah, probably will continue playing it. I bought the game, so probably I should continue playing it. Sculpt now instead. Okay, let's go. I haven't played in a... Let's go quit. Confirm. I haven't sculpted in a while, so it will be interesting. I was at the vacation for almost 2 weeks, so let me sculpt for you. Just a simple head as always, because I always sculpt heads. So I open this, delete the default cube, add a sphere, go to the view, and yeah, some guy said that I have to try to go with focal length 15, which is not a very good idea. It will be just a struggle. I don't want to struggle. I want to have fun, you know. That much struggle is not very nice. I will remove the floor, go here, and we can try. So I don't know where is my pen. Okay, it's here. Because my desk, if you see my desk, is amazingly bad looking. It's so much junk on the desk. But let's see if Nico has lost his skill again. Because you can lose your skill. Let's try to do some kind of a strong male barbarian character, or something like Hulk character, or whatever happens. Some strong guy with a huge neck would be appropriate, I think. For what, you will say? Just for fun. It will be appropriate for fun. I always like to do for most fun, because it's easiest to do this kind of a very you know, barbaric character and stuff. This is most fun for me. And now you see the stream is going very well, so we can say with certainty that Blender is better than Starfield. It's you know, it performs better in lower video cards than Starfield. So don't sculpt in Starfield if you have a low video card, I would say. So we established that, which is great. Alright, now I will dial down the forehead because it's too big. We will add a little bit of mass in this area here about the eyebrows, because the eyebrows of a you know, strong male are always a little bit protruding. Now, what is this? Some ears. Of course, we always like to do ears. Of course, I don't like to do ears, if I have to be honest. I don't like, but we have to do them. It's inevitable, we have to. So that's why we do them. We do those ears. Them ears. Now we will push the corners of the mouth, because the corners of the mouth usually are, you see, even without the whole mouth, if we push just the corners, and you know, around the corners there is just some, you know, lifted up things, it starts to look a little bit nicer. So yeah, we have to be careful those nasal folds to not go into the corners of the mouth, because they don't go there. They go not into the corner, but a little bit away from the corner, because we have a mass in this area, which is between the corner of the mouth and the nasal fold, or nasolabial fold, or whatever it's called. You know, I'm not good with names. I'm better with shapes, we may say. And you see, even with just those, you know, pushes of the corners of the mouth, he looks already better than most. And now we can add a little bit of other things, a little bit of this. We can push the middle of the, just below the lower lip, we can push it, but just the middle portion. The sides need to be kind of flush with the lip itself. You don't need very much protruding of this area here of the lip. Starfield stream is a failure. Nico is a failure. But it's fine. It doesn't matter, right? Nobody cares. We have 35 people watching only, because nobody likes to watch Starfield. People like to watch sculpts, and they don't know that I'm sculpting now. They think that I'm playing Starfield. But I will play it. I will play it behind the camera probably. I will give it a chance. I will count down the hours, and when I get to 12 hours, I will stop and assess if it's worth it. If we move the mouth up, it will be better. The mouth always should be up, closer to the nose, because otherwise, you see, this start to look like the vocal guy, the frontman of Rammstein, which is not bad per se, but it's not something to brag about, you know. Does anyone has a tutorial on what to do when you finish a sculpt? I made a horse chest piece and I want to make it like full render and maybe even some spinning animation. You have to go and just find tutorial about rendering, find tutorial about spinning animation, and just do it. It's not not a rocket science or something that you cannot learn from YouTube. Most of the things that are in sculpting, in Blender and everything are very easy to learn from YouTube. So you don't even need to buy my courses. But if you buy them and if you watch them, probably you will get some kind of satisfaction and worth of your time and money, because you always have to invest both. You never can invest only money and then learn without investing time. Time is your most important resource, and you have to invest it. Otherwise, nothing will happen. Now, let's do this symmetrize. Some guy asked me what to do because my ears are different. He was sculpting and at some point his ears were looking different than it, you know, one ear is looking different than the other ear, and yeah, you just have to go here and symmetrize and they will be the same. They will become the same, hopefully. But nobody knows. Until you try it, you will never know. Some people are asking me, but what if I go and bake into Substance Painter 2K texture, then I export 4K, what will happen? Try it and see. Most likely the logic said that your baked textures will still be 2K, but they will be upscaled to 4K, which is never a super good thing, but probably they will look okay. But the textures that you, the things that you made inside Substance Painter itself after the baking, probably will be 4K. So yeah. My suggestion is, if you want to export 4K, bake 4K textures, bake the normal map and everything 4K, then work in 2K, because in 4K, usually, if you don't have a very, very good video card, working in 4K is a little bit of a disaster. It's not good. It's not gonna work for you, most likely. So work in 2K until you are happy, then just turn on 4K and see what you have done, and if you're happy with the result, export in 4K and it will be fine. That's it. It's not something super, you know, even you can try exporting in 8K, but it's useless. 8K is absolutely useless for textures, in my opinion, at least for now. And maybe in next many years. By the way, somebody posted a video about making 3D models with AI. It was recently posted, but since I was on vacation, I haven't watched it, so I have to watch it these days and see what is happening. Maybe we are already obsolete and I don't know it. Who knows? Nico, I don't have an ArtStation yet. Can I post my Instagram to get a review on my stuff? Probably I post it on the ArtStation review channel on my Discord server. And at some point I will get to it, hopefully. We are not making those reviews very fast, but it's cool. So you see, since I have kind of experience in making heads, I can do a character head without any reference and stuff. I don't recommend doing that for study. I recommend doing that for fun, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing it for fun, just to relax and stuff like this. When I see my daughter drawing some stuff, because she's 5 and she's drawing very well for 5 years old, but it's bad, yeah. So I'm telling her, okay, you can draw from imagination for fun, but if you want to learn, if you want to advance, if you want to go and get better, you have to draw from something, from some image. You have to open your children's book and draw this pig from there, and you will learn some things. Then you have to draw, for example, some puppy from Paw Patrol, because she likes Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol is a children animation series. They have also a movie with some dogs that are superheroes, or they're not exactly superheroes, but they're rescuing stuff, something like superheroes, yeah. So yeah, and I'm saying, if you want to learn how to draw a Paw Patrol dog, you have to watch it from a picture, from a movie, or from whatever, and try to draw it from there. In the beginning it will not work, because it's difficult, especially for a 5-year-old, but at some point you will get there, and you will get better and better each time you try. But if you draw only from imagination, like some people, yeah, there are people from my students from Arc Academy, for example, where I teach here in Bulgaria. So there are people that are drawing only from imagination. They're drawing some kind of monsters, but they don't know anatomy, not human anatomy, not animal anatomy. They don't know any anatomy, and it's looking very bad. But they're saying this is very original, but original doesn't always mean nice, good looking, aesthetic. Aesthetic is something that it's difficult to achieve, especially with monsters, if you don't know anatomy, if you haven't have experience with a lot of insects, fishes, other animals. You have to be able to draw or sculpt many animals. You have to know a lot of things about their anatomy in order to make a believable, nice and original monster. Like, for example, the monsters from, what was this movie with monsters and big robots? I forget the name, but the monsters were pretty nice. They were with good design. And by the way, I noticed that, because I also like to make monsters, the people who like to make monsters, and who are good in making monsters, they usually have some kind of monsters inside them. And these monsters that they are making are projection of their feelings inside, because we have some issues with our grown-up stage. When we were kids, we had some issues, and the more issues you have, the more ugly and scary monsters you want to draw or sculpt or whatever. And you most likely will succeed, because you have it in you and you project this anger. Nico, did you eat a lot of cakes on holiday? Not so much, but I ate some ice cream. By the way, there is a very good ice cream. I don't know if it's worldwide, but here around our area in the Balkans we have it. It's called Magic. It's in a bucket, a little bucket. And this one that I tried in the holidays now is called Double Salted Caramel ice cream. It's just enormously amazing. It's super cool. It's super nice with a lot of chocolate. It's yeah. Pacific Rim was the movie. Yeah. Hello, can you make some videos about hawks? Hawks. How to sculpt hard surface. Okay. how to sculpt hard surface. I show that in most of my courses where I have clothes or armors. I show how to make hard surface, I think. So yeah, you can try it. And for videos, of course, there are a lot of channels in YouTube that can show you how to do hard surface in Blender, because hard surface in Blender is something kind of easy to do. It's much easier than sculpting, because sculpting requires things like anatomy knowledge and to be able to sculpt from concept, you need to know how to sculpt from concept. It's not easy. It's not easy in any case. And it took me many years to learn how to sculpt from concept. And to sculpt without concept is even difficult. It's even more difficult. It's not difficult though. I mean, you can always sculpt without concept, but the result usually will not be something ultra nice. Except if you have sculpted many thousands of hours, let's say hundreds, but thousands also, with concepts, with anatomy references or pictures or photographs, of course. And you learn from each and every one of them a little bit, and you develop your brain, you develop your visual library, which is very important. And then you will know how to do everything, kind of. At some point. Like me, I can, for example, do realistic stuff. I can do stylized stuff. I can do cartoon stuff. I can do probably everything. I can even probably do manga. But since I have I haven't had too much experience sculpting manga characters, most likely I will have to practice a little bit, and then I will be able to do it. Yeah, I'm not super confident into manga, but of course it's a sculpting, so I should be able to do it. I'm now watching One Piece, but the live version in Netflix. It's new. So One Piece is a very obviously I didn't know that because I'm not in this kind of things, but it's a very well-known manga. And now Netflix have made live adaptation, and obviously it's one of the best, maybe the best live action manga adaptation of all time. At least they say so. And I like it. I watched the first episode and it's pretty cool, I would say. So I will watch the whole thing and let you know. It's on Netflix, so it's cool. Nico, I'm interested to hear your opinion about Character Designer 4. I haven't heard about this, so I cannot give you an opinion, I'm sorry. I mean, simple hard surface, not make 2-hour tutorial, just some tips. As I said, tips in internet, in YouTube, about hard surface modeling in Blender, there are a lot. I mean, yeah. Tips how to sculpt in Blender, not so much. You know, it's a little bit more niche, and that's why I'm focusing more on the sculpting part. First, because I like it more, because I like to sculpt, and second, because there is not so much information about it. But for the hard surface, tips, just write tips for hard surface modeling in Blender, and you will get amazed. I mean, you will get so many things. Okay, we have an interesting guy. It's not interesting, by the way. This guy is just very regular. But let's increase the resolution a little bit and see if it will lag. Bah, it's not lagging, right? It's not lagging too much, so it's fine. So again, better than Starfield. Blender is better than Starfield. We managed to make that very clear. And Starfield was lagging like crazy. Blender is perfect. So yeah, Blender sculpts and Blender streams will continue. Starfield streams will not continue unless I buy some very powerful video card. But I'm a little bit afraid to buy the 4 series, the 4000 series in Nvidia, because they're very big and they probably will not get into my computer box, my case. So I have to buy another case and stuff like this, and I don't like that. My case that I'm using right now for my desktop PC is, I bought this case 2006 or 2007, maybe 2007. So this case is 2007, 16 years old. This case is 16 years old. It's from aluminum. It's a very nice case with a lot of fans. It's called Aurora 3D, I think. It's from Gigabyte. So Gigabyte Aurora 3D. I don't think they make them anymore, but you can find it second hand. It's pretty good case, and I just changed the hardware inside. I changed everything, like video cards, like of course the motherboard when I changed my PC. But the case remains, and I think recently I changed all the fans, the case fans, because they were starting to get noisy, and now it's just like new. Everything is just like new. So I don't like to buy another case. It's just my case. This is the best case ever. Gigabyte Aurora 3D. And this video card, the 4000 series, I know they are monsters, they are super nice, but they will not get into, or it will be difficult to get them into this case, I guess. Especially with these issues with the connection, with the power connection of those cards. Yeah, it will be bad. That's why we have to be careful. Okay, some questions. He looks like a box fighter. Yeah, he looks like a boxer a little bit. Like some kind of a boxer. But it's normal with this big, huge neck. What? But Nico, what's next course about? We want more. The next course probably will be about hand and arm anatomy. Like fists, couple of arms lessons, a couple of arm sculpting things. We'll see how it's done, as in your example, the cutting of the lips to create an inside of the mouth. Okay, let's try to make the inside of the mouth now. How to do it? First, probably we will mask. Let's go to M to mask. So I'm masking just the lower part of the jaw here, like this. And now, what we will do is invert mask. And now we will move this down. Let's see how to do that. We need to, let's rotate it. And let's rotate it from here, it's fine. Okay, now it's fine. And I need to move it a little bit down, maybe, and a little bit forward. Okay, so his mouth is now open, but of course it looks bad. We will fix it. So I will disable the mask, then I will just move this, and this I will move in. Like this. So the idea here is that in the high poly you don't need the inside of the mouth that much. You need just to have in the high poly a little bit of the inside of the lips, and that's it. And then in the low poly, you will just do the inside of the mouth, everything. And when you bake, the inside of the mouth is not that important. You can make it just in a texture or something, except if you are doing a dentist game, or that the mouth will be super visible. You don't need that. You don't need that much detail inside. You don't need the normal map inside of the mouth. You need just most of the lips that are visible, and that's it. Okay, now I remeshed, I will smooth, and I just have to sculpt it. I just have to sculpt it like this, because you know the lips, they have some thickness. So we will try like this. And even if I leave this, it will not be a huge issue. This one here. Because as I told you, we will bake, but the inside of the mouth, we'll have to do it separately in the low poly, like a texture. Just like texture, it's enough. The teeth are kind of important, but of course you know how to do teeth. Just do them. I will do just simple teeth, because without them it looks bad. I will do some simple teeth for this character for now, and then we will finish it, because this stream I wanted to be like 1 hour. Now it's a little bit longer than that, so, or it is, no, it's 50 minutes. Okay, we have a little bit more time, because I just got back from 8-hour trip, in which trip I was driving most of the time. So it's yeah, it was tiring. Maybe we can move this lip a little bit more like this. Yeah, you need to open the mouth slightly. You don't need to open it too much, usually. But as I said, the most of the magic happens in the low poly itself, not the high poly. The high poly just need to have something there. Some lips. Those are simple teeth. Don't do them like this. Try to do real teeth, but since I don't have time here to make teeth by teeth, I will just make them simply like this. And it's fine. Then you make a tongue, and yeah, he looks very silly, because yeah, opening a mouth, it's not a simple task, just you know, moving stuff. You need to do a lot of things. You need to move a lot of stuff, so it will look more realistic. But of course, if you open it slightly, then you don't need to do those things, because the animators in the low poly probably will close it completely and start from the closed mouth. Let's add a subdivision surface modifier just to have nicer eyes. Let's go with the shadow on the wall. And cavity. This cavity is a little bit too much probably. Maybe the teeth, I will move them a little bit in and more up, like this. Yeah, a lot of tweaking is required for this to look, especially with some kind of a facial, not animation, but facial pose. It needs tweaking a lot, because I'm not used to make too much facial expressions. Even less. The mouth should be open even less than that, and it should be fine again. When you do the low poly, and then you will do the inner mouth, and just in the low poly, you don't need it in the high poly. In the high poly, this is enough. Just a shallow mouth. And as I said, most of the time it will not be visible, so it's even in Starfield or games, super AAA games, it will not be visible inside the mouth that much. The teeth, the tongue and everything will hide it. Also the shaders will make it go in shadow. It will not be lit inside usually, if the shader artists are doing their work correctly. Whatever. How do you do those fancy eyes with a hole in the middle? I just make a hole in the middle of the eye. Let's try it. We have to apply the subdivision modifier, and then you just make the hole in the middle. You can, for example, you can mask. Let's mask just this portion here. Can we? No. I'm masking it, but not too much. No, we cannot see it. Is this side? No. We cannot see the mask. But it's there. Sometimes the mask gets invisible. Let's clear it out and try without those cavity stuff. Maybe it will get visible again. No, it doesn't. Here, is it visible? Here it's visible. In the eye, now it's visible. Yeah, I think it's a bug. I think it's a bug. M. Okay, let's go here. M. A little mask, and then we will go like this. Maybe we need eyebrows also. Yes, it's nothing to brag about, of course. And he looks very stupid, by the way, with this open mouth, but as I said, it need usually when I try to do something which looks it has to look nice, open mouth for example, I usually watch myself in the mirror and try to see what I'm doing wrong in the character, which usually is a lot of things because of my not so much experience. But you don't need to be experienced with everything, you know. You need to know how to work it out. So to look for references or to look yourself in the mirror and make this kind of pose or expression. That's it. You don't need to be all-knowing or all-powerful. It's you cannot be. Or maybe you can, but you don't need to be. You can always look yourself in the mirror. That's it. Sylvester Stallone? No, okay. He's like, what? What is happening here? What's wrong? I don't know. But Nico, have you thought about doing another interview with Gabriel Guerra to see what else he has learned, especially in the getting jobs without big experience part? So in my opinion, getting job without big experience, you need to aim lower in the beginning. You need to find a job in a studio, low level studio, pretty low, but a studio any case. So in this way, you will be able to get money for your work. I'm not saying it's easy. Again, even in the low level studios, it's not easy, but it's more likely to get a job there than in some kind of a high level studio like Blizzard or whatever. You cannot do this. Directly to Blizzard, it will be very difficult to do so as if you don't have experience in the industry. If in your portfolio you can write, I have like 3 years of experience in the game industry as a character artist, whatever, I mean, yeah, and you can put some things in your portfolio, then it's better. It's much better and people will be more comfortable hiring you. This guy is pretty ugly. But he doesn't have to be pretty. He's strong. He's not using this, you know. He's not using his looks. He's using his brows, his biceps. Also, do you mind if I ask where are you from? I feel we sound the same when you speak English. Yeah, my English is with Slavic accent because I am a Slavic guy. I'm from Bulgaria. I also kind of understand Russian, but cannot speak it that much. Although in Duolingo, which is the language learning application in your phone, in Duolingo I'm in pretty high level with Russian from English. You know, I'm learning Russian from English. So I know English better than Russian, basically, yeah. But I'm getting close in Russian. Also, do you mind if I ask? Yes. You should try sculpting something from Arcane for life. Arcane from Arcane. I know this game, Arcane. It was very old. This game, Arcane, was the year 2000 or something like this. Yeah. At least that's the game I remember. Heniko keeps sharing projects. I keep starting projects, but then I get bored and move to the next. What should I do? I don't know. Because I do the same. If you get a project, though, you know, you have to push yourself to finish something, and then post it in our station. And yeah, in the beginning probably it will be disappointment because it's difficult nowadays to get attention in our station. But post it in social medias, in our station, in Instagram, in Facebook groups, and people will start to pay attention if it's good, of course. If it's not good, you have to do more until you get good. Like Mr. Guerra, that I made the interview. By the way, I'm considering making an interview with the god himself, Grassetti, Rafael Grassetti. But we'll see. Maybe when I hit, in my other channel, when I hit the 100,000 subscribers, maybe then I will ask Grassetti, I will say, look, I have 100,000 subscribers in my YouTube channel. Would you be willing to do an interview? Why not? Now, if I say I have 73,000 subscribers, will you able... 73,000 doesn't sound like 100,000, you know. It's... yeah. Is there any circumstance whatsoever that you would sculpt a very detailed mouth cavity? Yes, of course. I told you, if you are doing some kind of a dentist game where most of the game will be inside the mouth, then I guess yes. But I cannot see other... Or it's a mouth of a dragon and it's very big, and you will fight it, and then you will go into its mouth and kind of, you know, stab it with the sword. Probably then, yeah. Or some kind of big monster again with a very big mouth, and it will open the mouth and make... and then you will see the whole mouth lighten up, and you will need normal maps and everything. So I guess those are the occasions that we need more detailed inside of the mouth. The other occasions that a normal character, he's speaking, he's just normal. Notice when I speak in real time, even if I open my mouth and I speak and I do this, you see only my tongue, and the mouth itself inside is dark and you cannot see anything. You just see the lips and how they curve in, and everything finishes there. And then the teeth, and that's it. And most of the time when I speak, my teeth and my tongue are hiding everything else inside the mouth. So you cannot, you know, except if I scream like this. But even if I scream like this, the resolution will not be sufficient if the head of the character on the screen is not so big. It's normal character. You know, just not gonna happen. Not gonna see it inside. But Nico, if I want to put some detail, like in ZBrush, adding some texture, how can I do it in Blender? That's something that I don't know exactly, you know, so yeah. Hi Nico, nice to see you with the green t-shirt. Yeah, this is a green t-shirt, but not exactly, it's green, it's basically green, yeah, it's a military green t-shirt or something. And it said, good day or something like this. I knew it, I'm from Serbia, pozdrav brate. Pozdrav to you too. Pozdrav means like cheers or something like this. In Bulgarian also. I think they mean the League of Legends show. Ah, the League of Legends, okay. Arcane, ah yes. Rafael Grassetti. I'm the opposite. I find hard to ever go to another project until I finish. But I waste a lot of time on it. You know, it's better to finish even if you spend like 3 months or something to finish a project. It's better to finish it and to make it as good as possible, because as I always say, nobody cares how much time you put into a project. Everybody cares how the project looks at the end. So for example, people that are posting some stuff and say I did this for an hour, it will not get too much attention, because people want to see something that you have put a lot of effort into, and it's usually visible when you have put a lot of effort into something. Usually pretty visible. That's why be careful. Put effort, don't worry. Let's make him frown a little bit. By the way, I told you probably that I'm reading now the books from Wheel of Time books. Wheel of Time is a very famous, how do I say, series of books. And now they have a TV series. I think the season 2 is airing now on Amazon Prime or HBO. No, probably Amazon, I'm not sure. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. The books are better, by the way, I'm sure. Hey Nico, what do you think about Maya sculpt tools? I didn't know that they exist even. Maya sculpting tools, I don't know. Maybe not Grossetti, but if you ask Rafa Souza, yeah, Rafa Souza is very good, which is also awesome Brazilian sculpt, he can accept the interview. Why not Grossetti? Because he's very famous and very godlike and I cannot reach to him? I don't know. We'll see. I'm just sharing my thoughts. I haven't even tried to do so we'll see. Did you do face blend shapes for Rigger? I have done face blend shapes, but in ZBrush. Probably in Blender it will be just copying the... I don't know. I think there are plugins for that for Blender exactly. But if I have to do it for something like a commercial thing, I don't know. I probably will do it in ZBrush or watch tutorials on YouTube how to do blend shapes in Blender if possible. But if it's not possible, I will go to ZBrush, because you know, I don't use ZBrush anymore, but I know how to use it. So if it's for money, I probably will go there. If something cannot be done in Blender, which it's possible, I will go there and just do it. Yeah. And as I said, tools doesn't matter, but when I said that I'm using only Blender now, I am using, many people didn't understand why I'm using only Blender now, because I want to show the young artists who doesn't have money for ZBrush or doesn't have torrents or they don't have access to ZBrush. I want to show them that they can work with Blender, and that's it. I don't care about the seasoned artists who are making money and they are working with ZBrush and they say, but ZBrush is the best. Yes, it is, but but Blender is good enough for beginners, and even as I am working with Blender only, it's even good for seasoned artists. Mostly for stylized stuff, of course. If you want to do something hyper realistic in Blender, you can, but it will be much bigger pain in the ass than in ZBrush. In ZBrush it will be easier, much easier, of course. So it depends. I don't do hyper realistic stuff. I don't accept freelance for hyper realistic stuff. So I don't care about that stuff that much. So Rafa Souza is one of the best ZBrush teachers out there. Probably, okay. So you're saying I'm not one of the best? Sorry. Yeah, I'm now Blender teacher, so yeah. How many hours a day should I be sculpting if I want to reach professional level? It depends how fast you want to reach this professional level. If you want to reach a professional level in 1 year, you have to sculpt between 10 and 12 hours a day. For 1 year, probably will get to professional level. So yeah, you will maybe just above like 6-7 hours every day, but every day. So let's say you sculpt 300 days every year, 300 days, because the year is usually 365 days, but you sculpt only 300 days of this 365 days, and every day you sculpt for 10 hours. So you will have at the end 3,000 hours. And if this sculpting, if those hours are quality hours, I mean sculpting from concepts, sculpting from anatomy books, sculpting from other works, you know, you find the works of Grassetti and try to copy it. You find the works of some other 3D artists and try to copy it. Because if you copy a 3D work, it's easier in the beginning because you can see it, most of the time you can see it from some sides if they have it in the ArtStation. For example, front view, side view, stuff like this. And then you can learn better. But you have to, you know, learn quality learning. You have to make quality practice. If you do that for 1 year, you can reach a professional level. If you cannot do this, and if you can put not more than 2 to 4 hours every day, which many people are like this because they are working, they have families or whatever, then professional level, maybe 2-3 years, something like this. Most likely 3. But you have to be consistent. You have to sculpt almost every day. You don't skip. If you skip, your level will go down, and then the next time you sculpt, you have to sculpt couple of like 30 minutes to an hour just to reach, maybe even more, just to reach your previous level. And this is lost time. But if you sculpt every day, then your level will increase every day. What are your thoughts on modeling and composing copyright characters for your portfolio, social media? No, you will not get in trouble unless you sell them. So you can make Batman, you can make Deadpool, doesn't matter. For portfolio, everything is fine. If you start selling it, then it's not fine. So don't worry. Hello from Saudi Arabia. I started learning sculpting, but my friends say sculpting is a waste of time now because AI will make 3D character. Is that right? Possibly, but nothing is a waste of time. If you learn a skill, then you learn things, and those things you can apply later for another skill. If you like 3D sculpting, then just go for it. It doesn't matter. If you get very good in this, it will always there will always be work for good 3D sculptors, for good ones. For not so good ones, probably not so much. By the way, Saudi Arabia, when you say Saudi Arabia, I am in a, let's say, I'm negotiating with some company to go to Saudi Arabia in January next year to make a 3-day seminar there. In Riyadh, I think was the capital, yeah. And there we will make a 3-day seminar how to do stylized characters in Blender, with probably with retopologizing and UVs, texturing. We'll see how it will go. But yeah, Saudi Arabia, it will be nice. I heard rigging is better in Maya. Is that true? Probably, I don't know. But rigging in Blender is not that difficult. It's not bad, I think. But I'm not an animator. I cannot exactly say. There are people who work with Maya, and they have also worked with Blender also. So if you ask them, they probably will know better. I'm not sure. I think that the main aim should be to build the skill, and the programs are just the tool. Of course. I feel like hyper-realistic stuff is not as popular anymore because of how much easier it is to get realistic stuff with scanning. Yeah, with scanning and with this Unreal, what was this? The character creator or whatever. So yeah. Nico, if you go back to Gameloft to work, will the boss accept you? Probably yes. Probably yes. Because the boss, we are friends with the manager. We talk sometimes, we see each other sometimes, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to go back there. I don't know, because the decisions in Gameloft now are not made by the manager. They are made by the French people, the mother company, and since Vivendi, which is a very big media company, they bought Gameloft. Since then, the thing started to change. When some company is bought by another bigger company, things usually change, and not for the best, especially in the beginning. Maybe at some point they will settle, but everything is different now in Gameloft. For me, it was better back in the days. Now I'm not sure. As with ZBrush, it was bought by Maxon and things started to change, you know. Hi Nico, thank you for your work. A little question. How do you think realistic characters for games were made 15 years ago? They were made very badly. If you look even like Fallout 3, for example. Fallout 3 is a game from Bethesda, and the characters looks awful. They look just bad. Really bad. So yeah, the realistic characters in games 15 years ago were not made. I mean, they couldn't make them because you know, they were made by hand, and they were made by people who are best in the industry, but they were not as good as people now. You know, everybody developed their skills, and now there are people who can do amazing realistic characters from scratch, from Sphere. Back in the days, there were not such people, and also the limitations of the GPUs and everything didn't allow for very high poly meshes, and the materials were not good, the shadings, yeah, so no. I was sculpting Angry Todd Howard. I don't know. I rig and animate in 3D Max. That's cool. I don't like 3D Max anymore. I even hate it. I don't want to touch 3D Max with one of my friends that I made an interview, by the way, with him. He was working for Aronsen's company, and he was working for all kinds of stuff. But I made an interview with him, but he said like this: I don't want to touch this with a shitty stick. Even with a shitty stick, I don't want to touch this. So I don't want to touch 3D Max with a shitty stick even. So yeah. Shitty stick, I mean a stick, at the end of it, it's shit. Because you tucked it into a shit, and then it's a shitty stick. You know, yeah, it's cool. After watching your streams, I realized on how many hours I wasted on sculpting without reference, and thinking that will make me improve. It only set me back, and I didn't improve, only wasted time. It's not wasting time. When you sculpt without reference, you are learning the program. You are always improving, but not improving anatomy, not improving working from concept, which is very important. You are improving just your skills with sculpting inside a certain program. So you are improving the rotation and all the things, like driving a car. When you drive a car, you have to concentrate on many things. The thing you shouldn't concentrate on, if you are advanced driver is on actually driving the car, like shifting gears, pushing the pedals. This has to be automatic because you are experienced. The same is with the experienced artist. When you work without concept and you just sculpt, then you are learning to not think about using the tool itself. And then when you start using concepts and anatomy, then you learn how to do the anatomy and concept, but you already have perfected the craft, the tool itself, which is important also. So it's not a complete waste of time, we may say. Just found your content and I love it, especially your stories. Do you offer a course for making sculptures for 3D printing? My recent courses, all of them, the Lobo course and all the courses after the Lobo, even before it, I have 3D printed them. So I, you know, the Viking course, for example, it's here. You cannot see it. Okay, now it's it. The Viking. He has horns. This is the Viking. Where is the girl, by the way? She has fallen. Let me see. Maybe she's broken now. Oh, she's back there. Probably broken. I don't know if I can pull her. But I have another one. So yeah, this is the latest course that I did. And I always talk about 3D printing. How to make all the things so they are nice for 3D printing. Of course, at the end, I don't cut it. I just give it like this to the guy. He 3D prints it like a hole, which obviously is not a big issue. It's not an issue at all, by the way. Especially if you have a nice 3D printer with a liquid polymer. They put hyper-realistic textures on low poly models, looked really odd. Yeah, I'm asking because I'm limited currently on tech. For example, Kane and Lynch 2007, they have wrinkles and normals. That's cool, that's cool. Thank you and welcome to Saudi Arabia. We will be happy to meet you. Hopefully, I will come to Saudi Arabia in January, but nothing is for sure. We'll see. Hi Nico, your courses helped me a lot. Thank you for your work. Thank you very much. As it happens with ZBrush, okay? Nico, have you seen the character creator software? It's used from Michael Pavlovich. No, I haven't. I have to check it out. Nice advice, Nico. I heard almost the same thing about drawing today. Yeah, can you do a sculpting like Blue from the movie Rio? That will be very cool. Probably I can. What about your chair? My chair is good. Do you sculpt the skin pores and bake it, or do it from texturing for realistic characters? If I do a realistic character, I most likely will do it in ZBrush because it will be much easier. And yes, I will do the pores from alphas. So I'll put alphas on brushes and do the pores on the character because in ZBrush it's absolutely possible. In Blender, I probably will do it otherwise. I will do it from the texture, from some normal map or something. Nico, can I just learn how to sculpt for video tutorials? I don't think learning sculpting need waste money. What do you think? Of course you can. I think you can learn even without tutorials, but it will be more difficult. If you want to learn from just from YouTube, I think it's possible. A little bit more difficult because you have to gather a lot of videos, YouTube and stuff, but it's yeah, let's say it's possible. But of course it's easier with buying courses. That's why people buy courses, by the way, because it's easier. And giving money for this, it's I mean, if you don't have money, of course, you're a student or something, it's difficult, I know. But for example, now when I go to eat somewhere, just one meal is costing more than my courses. One of the courses, of course. Yeah, in Greece. In Greece, you go and you say, I want to eat octopus. Octopus, €15. So this is like $17, for example. So $17 for Octopus. And of course, yeah, one of my courses in ArtStation costs like $20. So it's less than the course, but it's similar price. So it's not that expensive, that's what I'm saying. And Octopus, of course, is something that's kind of expensive. But still, it's just a meal, you know, just a meal. Not in a fancy restaurant or something. So Blender even rivals Maya when it comes to rigging and animating. I'm not saying that. I don't know. Because I always hear Maya Elist say that Maya is far better when it comes to those two things. When you are Maya elitist, then you will always say that Maya is the best for everything. So who cares? I mean, whatever you ask me, I will say Blender maybe is close to Maya, but I don't know. I'm just saying. If you ask people who understand really what they're talking about and who are not Maya elitists or Blender elitists, then probably we'll get another opinion, but not any opinion will be more important than your opinion if you try it. If you try Blender for rigging, then you try Maya for rigging. Of course, this will take time. But at the end, you will get the most valuable opinion, which is yours. Because all other opinions are theirs. They're not yours. So, yeah, be careful. Does Blender have alpha brushes as well? I never even tried to do a texture on it. Yes, I also haven't tried it, but it has. It has. Hi Nico, I've watched many of your videos and they're very enjoyable to watch and educative. Yeah. Have you ever considered doing a Patreon? Yes, I have, but I don't know what to offer, you know. Just a Patreon just to donate, for me, it's worthless because you can always donate by buying some of my courses in ArtStation. Just buy the course, even if you don't watch it, just buy it, and it's like donation. Also, if you buy the course and you wanna watch it, it's okay, but you can even donate more money than the course is worth, like a donation. And it's absolutely cool, you know, because in ArtStation, as I said, in ArtStation, link in the description of the video, by the way, in ArtStation, they don't get too much money from that. So if you buy my course for $20, I will get $18.50. So I will get like 90% of the money from the sale, which is amazing. And now there's a sale, I think, sale. Yeah, the courses are less money now. I think $16 or something. I'm learning sculpting so I can make new custom heads for hot chicks in Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, hot chicks are maybe the most difficult thing to sculpt. Most difficult faces. You know, monsters faces or orc faces or even tough guy faces, much easier than hot chicks. But good luck with that. I mean, if you practice enough time, if you put enough time into practicing this, probably you will be able to. Nico, do you plan video with topology UV? Probably, yeah. Hi Nico, do you work in some kind of company now? You're getting much money from your courses and videos. I'm getting enough money from my courses and videos. Much money, not so much. I don't have a yacht or even an apartment. I don't have. Yeah, yacht is too much. I don't have an apartment even. And yeah, I don't work anywhere. I'm just relying on the courses for now. Nico, what do you think about Danny Mac? Danny Mac is a great guy. I mean, he's self-learned and he's doing great. He's doing very nice YouTube videos showing stuff, and you can learn a lot from him also. Nico, what do you think about NSFW art? I saw some guy who made over $10K a month just on Patreon. Not safe for work art. So you mean like naked female bodies art? I think it's absolutely fine. He's doing some models or even I saw a guy who is making very nice and as not safe for work art in Midjourney, but with nice prompts. Probably he has spent some time doing prompts, and then he's selling those arts in his Patreon, and he has some followers. He's making some money. So with sculpting, of course, it's absolutely possible. I see now many good artists. They have Patreons, and they're trying to make one model each month to give to the Patreons, and it's a good scheme. I mean, it's a good way to make probably money, but of course it takes time to develop your Patreon. It takes time to kinda, you know, gain enough people into your Patreon to be worth it, because to make one model each month for this, you have to spend at least maybe 2 weeks on this model alone to be quality model for printing. And for this to work, you have to be able to make at least maybe $2,000 from the Patreon, which is difficult, which is pretty difficult. Many people maybe thinking it's not difficult, but it's difficult. What should we do after waking up? Practice for 1-2 hours or complete the hard works for clients? What is more productive? If you have works for clients, of course you have to do them. There will be your practice. It's not a problem, you know. Hi Nico, so nice to see you again. Thank you very much. I'm just back from my vacation. That's why I was missing for 2 weeks. But now I'm here and I will try to, you know, to do some stuff. Hope probably I will not stream Starfield because we saw that it's a miss. Hit or miss, it's a miss. But we will do other things, some simple concepts. Maybe at some point I will do the I promised to do a dinosaur, sculpt the dinosaur, retopologize the dinosaur with quad remesh because it will be faster. Then UV map it in Blender, and then probably export it in Substance Painter and do a basic texturing only in 2 hours. Hopefully we will be able to do it. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I can do it because I've done it already for my students in Arc Academy, and that's where I got the idea. And it will be a nice video, by the way. We'll see. Do you have a full-time job? No, not so much. Not now. What will be the next course? Next course probably will be arm and hand anatomy course exercises, like the head anatomy course exercises, but it will be with hand and arm exercise, because I see many people are struggling with hands and arms, and I will try, but I have to practice for this course, so don't expect it too soon, you know. Nico, how can I study Clash of Clans art style? I cannot find decent concepts in this style. Probably you can find the models themselves and just try to reproduce them. It will be a good practice. What about furry characters for VRChat? Many people are making. I don't know about furry characters, you know, because they require some hair. I don't like to do hair, you know. Nico, how much do you charge to make a custom character for a client? If you have a decent concept, it depends on the details. It can be from, let's say, $600 for the character up to 2,500, something like this. It depends on how much detail you have on the character. If it's very detailed, for example, like this one, if it's like this one, my last course, I probably will say no, because I will have to take more money than most people will be willing to give. Can you do a course on sci-fi characters with retopology, UV, and Substance Painter? A full game workflow would be great. I already did a relatively full game workflow, not absolutely full, with the course in my YouTube channel, in the other YouTube channel. But yeah, we'll see. Nico, is it possible to make a pose in sculpt mode without breaking the model? Yes, I've done it in this course. In this course, I did the model with symmetry, and at the end I sculpted the body, and then I moved all the parts accordingly. Do the rigging as well, just the basic rigging sometimes, just for the pose. In Fever, people are making a character in $100 to $150. It's cool, yeah, you can go there, it's a bargain. But one guy contacted me in Discord, and he told me that he's paying $60 for people to make characters for him in Fever or a similar site, I don't know. And I said, good for you, I mean, it's a bargain. But how much money you will take to make me a character? I said, show me the concept. He showed me the concept. I said, $1,500. And he said, what? Why so much? I said, this is my price. Because my time is valuable. And he said, okay, probably I would want you to make a character because those characters from Fever are not very good. And you know, for $150 a character, you cannot expect any quality. Because this character requires, for example, 10, 15, 20 hours of work. Some characters even more. And this guy is taking less than $10 an hour, which usually for a good character artist is not good. I mean, if I have to be honest, the best value you can make for your money is some people, good character artists from Ukraine, for example. In Ukraine, there are a lot of good character artists. So there, since the quality of life in Ukraine is pretty low, the standard is low, and that's why they are willing to work for $12 an hour, for example. But less than that, usually not so much. And if the character is taking like 25 hours to make, usually it can be 30 hours, it can be even more, then less than $300 is something of an impossibility for a quality character. So that's what I'm saying. If you want quality, you have to pay the price. Nico, how should a 3D character artist build their portfolio? What should be included and what should be avoided? You should include in your portfolio the things that you like to do. Because if you put things that you don't like to do, but you did for a client and you like how they worked, for example, you don't like to do guns, but you did some guns and you're proud of them because they look great. If you put them in your portfolio, some people will probably look for you and want you to do guns for them, and you will not be happy. So in my opinion, you should include in your portfolio only things that you like to do. That's it. Nico is love. Not so much. Damn, I really need to learn to model. Everybody needs to learn to model, but bear in mind, at some point, maybe most character artists will become a little bit obsolete, but a little bit. Because, you know, in my opinion, there will always have to be some adjustments to the AI models, which I'm not happy to do because I like to start from scratch. But yeah. Nico is a film and game model really... Nico, is a film and game model really that different in terms of topology? All I know are subdivision models from college for film. No, it's not. Especially in these days, some games, they have models up to like 200,000 polygons. So it's not that different. But Nico, in your opinion, what do you think Blender lacks to be better in 3D sculpting? Since Blender is a real 3D program, it will always lack the ability to support millions and millions of polygons. For example, if I make this head over 3 to 4 million polygons, it will start to lag a little bit. In ZBrush, you can kind of do it like 30 million polygons, it will not be so big of an issue. So that will always be a problem in Blender, but it doesn't matter that much. I'm used to work with kind of lower level high polys, so it's fine. So today blue shirts and orange are dirty. Yeah. Yeah, $1,500 seems cheap for someone on your level. It depends on the details of the model. But yeah, it's not too much money. I have made models and characters for more money. I have made models for less if they are more simple. And of course, I have, bear in mind, I have 15 years of experience in the game industry. And over 10, maybe like 12 or 13 years now, experience as a character art, as a 3D character artist. So this adds to the price a little bit, you know. And also my time is valuable because I like to spend more time, you know, practicing for the new course or making a YouTube video or, you know, paying more attention to my family. So those things now, because I'm older. If when I was younger, I was willing to make a model for far less money. Now, you know, the time becomes a little bit more valuable. MSI Mac Infinity RTX 350, is it good for 3D work? It's good, why not? It's fine. Of course, 3050, the video card is a little bit low, and you will have issues probably with higher level polygons in Blender. But if you work with ZBrush, it will not be an issue. You will get good, I mean, it will be fine. And it's also, you don't say your RAM. You have to make sure your RAM is enough. Hi, tell a beginner what is better to study, Blender or ZBrush, if you are interested in making characters. Okay, I will say it again. If you have access to ZBrush and you can have ZBrush in your computer, then learn ZBrush. It's not a problem, but most people can't. And Blender is much more accessible. So to learn how to sculpt anatomy, to learn how to sculpt from concept, Blender is your go-to tool for a beginner, in my opinion. But if you have ZBrush, work with it. Nico, how do you work 3 hours straight in front of a monitor without getting bored and sleepy? Oh, I have worked way more back in the days. Now it's getting much more difficult when I'm past my 40s. This year I will become, my birthday is 1st of December, so I'll be 42, and it's more difficult. Nico, is it easy to settle a job abroad? There are not many job opportunities for character artists in Turkey. I started to doubt my career path. If you're good enough, then it's not very difficult to get a job abroad, even without moving into a certain country. Just remote job is a possibility. But you have to consider your level of skill, your experience, and you have to be careful what salary you will ask for. Because even for me, people are asking me if I want to work for them. And then when I say the salary that I ask, they don't want to work with me anymore. Because if I am to spend like 5 or 6 hours every day for a certain company, as I said, my time is valuable. I like to be paid pretty heavy. That's why I'm not working anywhere now, because I prefer to have my free time. But yeah, that moment when you accidentally tap into edit mode on the millions of polygon model that you imported from ZBrush. Yeah, and Blender crashes. But if you have a decent video card, Blender probably will handle it. What should I do when I get stuck with sculpting? I always have problems getting stuck, and then I get demotivated and don't want to work on any project anymore, or just start a new one. Usually when I get demotivated or something, I just go to Blender, make a sphere and start sculpting ahead. And just like this, just just do the stuff, do something, whatever, a monster. Just try to get inspired by something that you like. You like to sculpt butterflies, for example. Just sculpt a butterfly, get inspired, and then probably you will get there. Nico, will you ever shave the unibrow? I have shaved it back in the days. If you see older videos in my other channel, you will see videos where I don't have the unibrow, but I don't care anymore. I'm old and I don't care what people think about my unibrow, because I know everything that you need to be happy is inside yourself. So I don't need approval of others to be happy and to feel good and to be happy. I don't care that much anymore. When I was younger, and when everybody is younger, they are much more insecure, and they kind of feed their ego from other people's opinions. And if you kind of want to pump your ego, you go and buy nice clothes, nice shoes, and go out, and you will think that people will look at you and say, wow, this guy, but you will think that it will be only on your head, and this will pump up your ego. Now I know that in my head I can go out like this with this t-shirt with which is nothing too much. It's like let's say €5 t-shirt. It's just super cheap, and I really don't care what people will think. Many people will look at me, I'm sure, and they will say, oh, this t-shirt is ultra cheap, this guy is cheap. But why should I care about this guy's opinion? If somebody is looking at you and think you're wearing cheap clothes, and their opinion of you is made by those clothes, then this guy is not worth it any attention. This is my opinion. I don't care anymore. I'm going to the center of the capital city where I live. I'm going with flip-flops. In the metro, I'm going with flip-flops. And I walk to the center of the capital with flip-flops, with shorts. I don't care. I even tried to get into the National Bank, inside the bank. This is the National Bank. And there's a very big building in the middle of the center of the city, of the National Bank, and you can go there, and just there you can exchange your money for very new ones, for new banknotes, for new money. And I wanted to exchange some money because I was going to a wedding, and I wanted to give new banknotes for the wedding. But I was with flip-flops, and they didn't let me in. And I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, people are always slaves of their looks. I don't care that much. Many people say if they start to lose hair, they are losing their mind also. Like their mind is connected with the hair. And when they start losing hair, they're losing their mind. Oh, I'm losing hair. What should I do? Let's go and, put some hair, get some, pay some money to the Turkish doctors, and they will bump some hair. Because in Turkey, they make these operations cheaply. Not super cheap, but yeah, I know. But I don't care, You shouldn't. From what platform can I get jobs as intermediate artists? Usually, I think ArtStation, Facebook, and Instagram, but mostly ArtStation. ArtStation is specialized in art, so this is the platform. If you gain a lot of followers in ArtStation, you most likely will get job offers. If you ask Gabriel Guerra, that I made interview with him, he was just, gaining he was practicing, gaining skill, and at some point in ArtStation, when he posted certain stuff, they just contacted him and he started to work for some people, But of course he get a little bit lucky, and also he has spent so much time practicing. So yeah. What was your first real job as a character artist? If it's not a... No, it's not. It was in Gameloft. First and only. Of course, while in Gameloft, I was doing freelances. While in Gameloft, I was doing... Yeah, freelances mostly. And after Gameloft, I was doing also freelances. But I haven't worked really in other company, game company, rather than Gameloft, except for freelances. I care about the opinion of highly intelligent people. Those opinions will actually benefit me. Probably yes, but you have to first understand yourself. You have to understand why you're doing certain things, why you react like you're reacting on certain things. When you understand that, you will be able to change it by yourself. But the first step is to understand why am I doing this. For example, I'm sitting in my apartment, I am doing something on my computer. It's quiet, but at some point, some guys outside the building starting to yell because they are drunk. My reaction is I'm starting to get irritated. I'm thinking that those guys shouldn't do that. And I'm starting to get irritated. I'm starting to get angry. Which is not good for me. Because, you know, they're doing it because they are drunk. They're not doing it to irritate me particularly. They're doing it because they are drunk. And inside me is the answer to not get angry, you know. I shouldn't. Of course, I'm not that good yet in controlling my emotions, but I'm trying at least. Now try to go to the bank with some stockings on your head if you really don't care, of course. What color is your hair? It was like black, I think. I'm scared of AI because it's made characters already. Character creation from photo. Yeah, we have to see this character creator, by the way. I modeled today a second male character without much detailization, but for some reason I'm proud of proportion and forms. Is it an illusion or I'm opening a abomination hell? Probably it's an illusion. You know, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If you watch a model and you think it's beautiful, for example, I'm watching this that I did right now and it's not very good. I don't like it. And if I work on it like 1 or 2 hours more, it will become much better, in my opinion. So, but this is the opinion of seasoned and experienced 3D artists, me. If you are not like this, you probably will like whatever you do, and you will start thinking that you're doing good things, but compare to the best things in the genre, compare to the best artists, and then you will see you probably are not as good, and you will have the ability to grow if you think you are good enough, if you think you're doing very nice things, if you like those things that you're doing, even if when you look at them in next morning, if you like them again, then it's a problem. It's a problem. If I want to work in a certain studio, for example Nintendo, what's the best steps I can take to boost my chances, given I'm already at the level of the skill I need to be to get hired? I don't know, you just have to contact them. And you know, it's difficult because you have to know what game they are developing right now. If they are developing a game which is stylized in a certain style, then if you have in a portfolio mostly that kind of stuff, you will get hired, most likely. Especially if they are having difficulties and have to do a lot of characters and don't have enough people to do so. But if they are not looking for 3D character artists, and your style is different than the games that they are developing right now, they will especially not hire you even if you are very good. So it's a question of luck. It's a question of information. If you have information, what the company, what projects they are doing, and you can do fast portfolio pieces which are exactly what they want, but it's difficult. It's always difficult. Okay, guys, bye for now, because I'm very tired. I have to go to the bath, to the shower. I have to hit the shower with the right fist. By the way, I have to show you guys, I have boxing gloves right now, new ones, because the old ones, they are, but the new ones, they are white and they're very nice. Let me show you. They're here, somewhere here. So, not very expensive, but looking good. Boxing gloves. Let me see if I can put it on. I bought also one pair for my son, and we'll go box with him. Pretty cool looking, yeah. We have to move, because if you sit only on the chair, if you are in your 20s, it probably will be fine, but after that it will start to get problematic. And if you don't have right genetics, you will get fat. And when you get fat, you will get diabetes probably, and other related problems. And from then the things are not looking great. So move more, make exercises, don't eat too much sugar, and see you in the next video, which should be tomorrow, but I'm not sure. We'll see. If I start playing Starfield and I kind of get lost in it, maybe the next video will be around Christmas, but we'll see. Bye for now.